All right, we're live.
Okay. All right. So greetings, everybody.
Mhm.
How y'all doing out there today? It's your favorite dark skinned chick. Y'all gotta excuse me because I'm very hungry and I went and got me some cherries. I just got that. By the way, happy Mother's Day to everybody. I just went to the store. I went to Publix for my mama and I was hungry. And while I was in there, I got me some cherries. So I will be eating my cherries. I will be eating my cherries while we're talking, and I hope you guys don't mind. But we have, so for y'all today, I'm talking about Jamaican men and dark-skinned women. I'm having a conversation with an authentic Jamaican black man, and we just gonna talk about this, you know, from an honest, true perspective. So I want you guys to enjoy it, and I'm gonna be on my Facebook. So if y'all see me over here on my phone, it's because I'm on Facebook trying to check, excuse me, to see if anyone has any questions or anything of that nature. Okay, so well, we just gonna go ahead and get started. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys very much. By the way, it's Rashida Strober, the world's first dark skin activist, the inventor of dark skin activism. And in keeping with the objectives of the Dark Skin is Beautiful campaign, to bring the black man back to the dark skinned woman in balanced numbers. That's the objective. So that's why I continue to have conversations, to have these insightful, real, honest, open, true conversations with black men. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna let our brother here, entrepreneur, Nana Kwabena, he's gonna talk to you guys and introduce introduce himself to y'all and tell y'all who he is, and we're just gonna get right on into it. So take it away.
And Chia, that means greetings in Chi. I'm also trying to learn some Chi, our ancestral language for Jamaica, the Black Jamaicans, really, which is the majority, like 90%, over 90%. That's why, like, you know, people like myself kind of stand out a little bit. Like even me, like I noticed that, like here, I'm just another brother, you know, a black guy. But in Jamaica, you know, just because I have like a straight nose or whatever, they think I'm East Indian. That's how pure blooded Jamaicans are, like racially. Like that
Because you
should
have a
show
say, you said
because
something about having a straight nose. Wait a minute.
right.
Back
Yeah, you really see it. But yeah, anyway, yeah. But they notice stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So like a light skinned person in Jamaica is kind of rare to see. So they call that like browning in Jamaica. It's
but you
not
look
like
like
here where they say,
you look
hey,
dark
well,
skinned to me.
yeah. I'm dark skinned, but you know, like my eyebrows on my nose and stuff like that. People notice that. I never noticed this growing up. Like
Hmm.
it's not till like, you know, like when I was like in the sixth grade, you know, like people start calling me like Coolie. That means East Indian, you know, like
You
so.
did you say coolie?
Yeah, that's what they call East Indians in Jamaica.
Okay. Okay.
So you know, just because of little minute features like that, they notice this because this is rare. This is not so. See, we have like abilities to tell if somebody's from Jamaica, they're not from Jamaica. We could tell that. If they're from
Okay.
Africa, we could tell that because of facial features that you could tell. Like you could tell if that person's like really, they have like really strong or different African features we've never seen. We'd say
Hmm.
like, hey, that's an African or something.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like I was just saying, guys, I'm eating my cherries. I'm hungry. I'm eating my cherries. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. We having a conversation here. It's
Hmm.
very relaxed. So I'm eating my cherries. I got my coconut water over here because I'm hungry. Anyway, um, Nana Kwabena and I, we've been friends for about 2 years, and we've been chatting with each other, and we talk about the subject of colorism a lot. And over in Jamaica, and we talk
I'm sorry, Rashida. A little correction is Kwabena. Kwabena.
Kwabena. I always mess up your name. I'm sorry.
Kwabena. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Say
yeah.
it
I
loud
know.
so we can so they can hear you clearly.
Yeah, Kwabena. It's I see little intricate things like that. I notice it's cool
Mhm.
though, but
Okay.
yeah.
If I mess up your name
I'm
while we
picking
talking,
that up.
if I mess up your name while we talking, just correct me. That's all you got to do. But
Sure.
okay, so we've been talking to each other about this subject like for the longest, like the colorism and black men and dark skinned women, this kind of thing. And by the way, guys, I want y'all to know that this brother is an entrepreneur. He has a beautiful online clothing store where he sells beautiful African attire, and you're wearing one of the outfits that you sell. Could you just kind of like back up a little bit so everybody can see how good you look? Because you do look good. I ain't go, you do, you look good. I'm just saying. Very handsome black Jamaican man, as you can see, and I'm trying to get a closer glimpse of your outfit myself. That's why I'm looking, because I could see you down here. There, yeah. I mean, just the white, yeah, the white
and like
and the brown. It just really brings out your skin. So you look so handsome. Oh my God, I just have to say that. Don't he look handsome, y'all? Y'all know this black man look handsome. Anyway, so yeah, and he has a wonderful online clothing store, and I have my dashiki right here. I have a pink one, so y'all could get that at his website. And real quick, what I want to do is I want to do a quick. Y'all know I love to do screen share, so let's hope this time we get this screen share right, because I want to show you guys Kwabena's website, and if I mess up his name, he'll be correcting me.
Kwabena.
So yeah, he has this, huh?
No, I said Kwabena. Yeah, let's go.
Kwabena. Okay, I might mess up your name several times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for every time I mess up your name. But he has this beautiful online clothing store right here. Y'all could go to the website. It's gonna be in the description box below, and y'all see, excuse me, this beautiful attire that he sells. So we're dealing with a black entrepreneur, and y'all know I love supporting black businesses. I've been supporting black businesses for the longest, and I'm not gonna stop. See, I have this pink one right here. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I love it. I love it. And then I think, are you wearing the white one? This white one right here? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing the white one. I like the yellow. So as y'all can see, you know, he has a variety of different types of dashikis here, and they're very beautiful. And you guys could go to the website, and I went and I purchased mine, and you sent me mine real fast. It came out real fast, so it'll come to y'all real fast. So y'all could go to afrolegacyclothing.org and check out check out some of the clothing there. Okay. So I'm gonna stop the screen sharing. I'm gonna come back. Okay. All right. I'm back. All right. So yeah, we've been going on and on, me and you, in private Facebook messages for the longest about the issue of black men and dark-skinned women. Now, let me just say this. I was married to, I'm going through a divorce right now with a very dark-skinned Jamaican man, very dark skin. And I've been knowing him for the longest. And I remember when me and him got together, we got like serious in 2008. I remember he would say stuff like sideways stuff like, I want to take you to Jamaica, but they're gonna hate on you. They're gonna hate on you. And I would be like, why? He was like, well, you're very beautiful. Your skin is so pretty. And he would be telling me all this stuff about how pretty I was. But at the same time, he would be saying stuff about the people that would not view me as beautiful, that would think that I'm ugly because I'm dark skinned, and long story short, he never took me to Jamaica, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm gonna talk about this one day too. I'm gonna talk about me and my dark skinned Jamaican. I will talk about me and my dark-skinned Jamaican husband in detail one day, but he never took me to Jamaica. But I just always remember him speaking on how I would be perceived if I went to Jamaica with him as a dark-skinned woman. And it bothered me. I never went into too much detail with him on it, but I do also remember him talking about the administration, like the political structure, how it's still largely based on color a lot, in terms of light skin versus dark skin and that kind of thing. So, all these things, I don't know. I've never been to Jamaica. You are from there. If you could just tell the people about your history.
What your husband said is very correct. And he's honest about what he said, because like politics, like, see, like it wasn't until like the 90s they accepted like a purely African prime minister, PJ Patterson. But after him though, it's like you had Portia Simpson. She I'd say she's purely, you can see that she has purely African features. But I mean, aside from features, I mean, like, see what I'm saying? Their policies and stuff for the country was no good, but that's just my opinion on that, which I think, you know, the whole entire island believes, or most of it, or whatever. But aside from that, you know, now we have like this guy. He's black. I say he's black because he has, you know, his features, but he's kind of light skinned, hazel eyes and stuff.
Okay, I don't mean to cut you off, and you might want to stay back up from the camera, because like,
yeah, like back in the day, it's coming from slavery. This whole viewpoint is coming from slavery. Definitely for us,
right?
On a global scale too, but definitely for us, is coming from slavery. Like bleaching has been a thing since, I would say, the 90s, like the early 90s, maybe earlier. You know, you have songs about it, dancehall songs about it.
That's the thing. You know, the whole thing that we want to talk about and kind of focus on is the relationship between Black Jamaican men and dark-skinned Black women.
Yeah, now, see, how that is like I said, that's the majority of the people. So it's not, they kind of like, in an honest opinion, they just accept it because there's nothing else there. No light skinned chicks like that there. But if if there's a sizable amount of light skinned women there like that, automatically they would go to the light skinned chick.
Okay, and see, and that's the thing, that I kind of was like, I kind of went back and forth in my mind with my husband, because my husband, well, he's not my husband anymore. We're going through a divorce. He's very dark skinned. I mean, like super duper dark skinned. Yeah, and I remember I'm nosy, so I used to go through his things when I would be at his house, and I remember seeing pictures that he had of women that didn't look nothing like me. They were Black women, but they was like way lighter than me. And I would ask him about those pictures, and he would be like, "Oh, well, I don't." I remember him saying that he told this one female in there that he didn't like her because she was too light skinned. That's what he light skinned. That's what he said.
Yeah, didn't like her because
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is the irony of it, because, like I said, he told me, he would tell me how beautiful I was, but if he took me to Jamaica, people would hate on me and not find me attractive, and that seemed to bother him. And so that is why I have these questions swirling around in my head. How do Jamaican men really feel about dark-skinned women? Now, I heard you say something to the effect that's the dark-skinned women, they're all that's there, but if a light-skinned woman comes along, they'll leave that dark-skinned woman and jump and run.
Like, see, for us, like stuff like that is seen as like money, really. So that's
what's seen as money. What's seen as money?
You're light skinned and you have money. That's how it is. Or even worse, if you're white. If you're white, you know, you got money. So men and women, they go after like white counterparts, like white men and women, because, like, you know, they're perceived as rich, which in some cases, yeah, is kind of true, because like white people are the richest people on earth. So that like the online thing where they scam people and stuff, like, yeah, they would do that.
But okay, let's go back to the what you said earlier, because to me that's kind of like, okay, you said something to the effect of they got dark skin, that's all that's there, or the majority that's there is dark skinned women, and that it's almost like, okay, that, you know, we got dark skinned women here, so we don't got no other choice. And
yeah,
I
it's seen like that, but right, it's seen like that by, I'll say the majority. Not all men. I don't see that like that anymore. I used to.
You used to.
But
What do you mean?
yeah,
Explain.
like, all right, like when I was like 19, 20, that's how I used to kind of see it. You
Oh,
know,
so
like
you're reformed.
it's like
You're a reformed
yeah,
dark skinned
yeah,
female hater.
yeah, right.
A confessed reformed dark skinned female hater.
Right,
Well, I'm good.
right.
We're glad to have you back. Us dark skinned women are, but go ahead.
So, like yeah, like when I was like younger, like in my 20s and younger, you know, like as a teenager, I never really gave it any thought. Even though like my first real crush was dark skinned, she was very beautiful. Like y'all think Kelly Rowland looks good? You should see that girl.
Your
But,
first crush?
yes, and she's darker than her in complexion. She's your complexion. And
Okay.
she
So
looks so good. But but I had like a friend that would like, there was this one friend, not all my friends, like most of my friends was like, yeah, she cute. Like guys loved her. But I had this one friend. He asked me like, "Oh, you like that dark? She all black? You like he said that in Pato, of course. She all black. She black. She black. You know, like you know. I'm like, so what? She look at her like she is fucking gorgeous. What you mean she? But I never really thought about that. I was like the type that never really give it thought. I never thought about race or any like I do today. I never thought about race like in high school. I never thought about race. I never thought about the skin tone thing. For us, it's a skin tone thing and not necessarily race. Because like I said, everybody black. So you only see white people on TV like that. I mean, you only see white people on TV more so. Like other minorities that we do see, like Chinese and Indian people, and even them, they're like a rarity to see. Like
you mean are you talking about in Jamaica?
Yes, in Jamaica. Yes.
So
it's not much.
You saying you only see black dark skinned people on TV?
Yes. Yeah.
And you saying let me go back to what you said about
white people. No. Listen, I saw you only see white people on TV like that. You don't really see them in person like that. That's what I said.
Okay.
Even like a light skinned person, like you'll see like, see what I'm saying? But like rarely, if you do see like they're like light skinned and like black or mixed race or something, but you see them in person, but rarely, or like a Chinese person, but rarely, or Indian person, but rarely.
That person your friend that was trying to talk you out of being with the dark skinned girl, and she seemed like he was trying to talk you into believing that she was ugly?
Right, she's black. He's black.
Was he Jamaican as well?
Yeah. That's when I was in.
Wait. Hold on. He was a Jamaican man that was trying to talk you out of liking or seeing it as beautiful a dark skinned woman.
Yeah, back when I was in high school. Yeah.
Okay, so could you talk a little bit about that? Could you talk about going back to your high school days, for example, in Jamaica? What was like the interaction between black men, the young black men, and the dark skinned women at that time?
For me personally, like, you know, because what was in style at that time, I would say, because like no one really, for me at least, it's there. You hear about it. I hear about it, like, but for me, I never really got it that much. That was one instance where I do got it from like a friend that I talked to, and he was like, why you like her? She all black, you know, like. You could, you know, like as if like that just automatically makes her ugly. Like the girl I had a crush on at that time. Her, yeah, like I said, you know, she was the hot chick, and she was younger than me, like 2 years younger than me at the time. So I was like 15, she was like 13. She was like 2 classes below me, so yeah, I never really saw her like that. We spoke. I told her how I felt about her and stuff.
Oh, did you?
I was like really shy, even worse back then. And I told her how I felt, and she turned me down because, like, you know, I was kind of nerdy, you know, and she was a hot chick, you know. I was nerdy, and like I came here not to live, but I came here to be here for a while. I'm like here, I'm like here, Jamaica, here, Jamaica, here, Jamaica. That's how it is for me. So like after high school, I did more high school here, and that's when I never saw her like for a long time, like after school, like never saw her for like until like I would say like another 15 years later, and I added her on Facebook.
Oh, so y'all reconnected?
Yeah, it just recently.
Okay.
But I noticed that she started looking lighter. Like, remember I told you she is your complexion. That's the average. That's the average look in Jamaica. Now she's looking lighter and light. Like, what the fuck is this new? Maybe this new Instagram thing. You know, I never really confronted her about it, but like from what I remembered of her, like we did have a little. She put me in the friend zone. We had a friendship. You know, and like myself, she was kind of hot blooded. You know, you can't really talk to her about, especially personal shit like that. Like, are you? I couldn't find it in myself to confront her. Like, are you bleaching?
Are you bleaching?
Right, like that.
But if she was dark skinned like me, and her shades started to get lighter.
Yeah, I thought it was an Instagram thing. I couldn't tell it at that time. This was like I first met her on Facebook like 4 years ago, something like that. I couldn't tell at the time. I thought it was like one of those Instagram filters that they talk about. You know, I never, you know, like it's only like I never saw a person again after that. But I noticed what's going on, like, and every year I noticed she's getting lighter and lighter, and you know, like also like during that time too, I could tell these filters and any photo if you're used to using Photoshop, which I do use by the way, you could tell these alterations from. You have that experience to tell these alterations from anything that's altered in a picture. So that from then I knew it wasn't that. I knew what she was doing. That's like she also had like she had like double skin tones and all that, and yeah, so you could tell she was doing it. Okay, so like and going back, so who kind of like put me on this path really of looking at skin tone at first. I looked at skin tone at first because remember I'm from Jamaica. Was like my first real love after that, like when I was like doing community college there. Yeah, she too, you know, she was dark skinned. She was, you know, she got teased a lot. She kind of let me like see all this, like how it was, you know, like.
Did the one that you were the one that was 13, and you were 15? Did she ever get teased like for being dark skinned? The first one?
No. Actually, no.
Really? Why not?
No. This is what it is. Like I said, she looked good. Like she looked like. Remember, I tell you, she looked better than Kelly Rowland. Like she looked so good, darker than you. No one cared. Guys loved her. Like,
okay. But wait a minute, but your friend was trying to convince you not to date her because he felt like she was too dark. That's why I was asking you if she ever got.
Yeah, the first. Oh, okay. Not I've ever seen. No, but they never teased her. But that was just that guy's opinion out of like everybody else. But like my other ex now, like when I was like 21, she was also younger than me. She was like 18 at the time. I was 21. She also is the same complexion. Like I said, that's average. She, however, she got teased for it because, like, unlike my high school crush, my high school crush, she had a nice body as well. She had a pretty face, but They both, I would say, have equal amounts of. It's not just skin tone, but like, cause like. Okay, like Kelly Rowland, for instance.
Like Kelly Rowland, huh? You keep on. Kelly Rowland is like a dark skin threshold.
yeah, as well. Like, yeah, I had a crush on her too, like back in Destiny Child days.
Right.
I've never liked her over. I like her better than Beyonce. But yeah,
Beyonce fans.
right. I'm sorry. I prefer her over Beyonce. But yeah, back to what I was saying. And even Kelly Rowland, like her features, see what I'm saying, compared to like a woman that's purely African. Like I don't think if Kelly Rowland did a DNA test, she would be. I don't think she would be.
You gotta sit back a little bit because they can't see your face. You gotta sit back. There you go.
Yeah, I feel more. I feel more. You know, when I get in the moment of talking, I rock back and forth. But yeah, yeah, Kelly Rowland. If she does a DNA test, I'm assuming. I don't think she would go over 90% African, and because she doesn't have the facial features to really look like somebody like that. Like however, you look 100% African. If you did a test, it will probably come out like that.
I love hearing that.
Which is, I love that. I love that. And so my ex who I dated, that's the longest I've ever really been with somebody. She as well would be like 100% African. Like the other girl, I would say she was like 95% African. Get close, but not. You can tell, like especially if you have a lot of African friends and you start to see their features and you see it more. You could match in your mind, like. So however, she got teased, like my next ex.
And this was in Jamaica. Okay, so why did this one?
But see, like also I'm thinking is because she's also equally beautiful. But I think personally it's because of her weight. She's skinny. But however, there's always a but. If she was like a light-skinned chick and also skinny, no one would notice her skinniness.
See, I keep saying that. I keep saying
right.
Listen, I keep telling people that. They think that. I'm glad you just said that, because that's one of the things that I used to get. If you just said the first dark-skinned one girl that you liked, she was dark. She had a nice body, like the butt and all. She had a big butt, all that. See, that's the thing. It's levels to the dark skin thing. You gotta have the total so-called package. If you don't have like a big butt and all this kind of stuff, and you dark skin, then you gonna have problems. I went through the same thing when I was in school, where I was like really super skinny, and people used to call me black and ugly, skinny, thick, all kind. And I saw non-dark skinned girls that was skinny just like me, but everybody loved them. I'm so glad that somebody said what I've always felt and what I already went through. Like you can't just be like a regular dark-skinned girl. You have to be outstanding, and that's so messed up. And that gives insight into why this other girl was picked on, the other dark-skinned girl was picked on, as opposed to the dark-skinned girl with the big butt not being picked on. And let me just say this too, just to piggyback on what you're saying. I had an incident. I talked about this on Facebook. People thought I was crazy about this person that kind of was telling me my butt wasn't big and this, that, and the third. And I'm an honest person, so I don't really care. I let people know what be going on because I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. And this person was just going on and on about, how my butt wasn't big and this, that, and the third and all this kind of stuff. And it just made me think that if you dark skinned and you don't have a big butt, you skinny or whatever the case may be, that's like another strike against you. It's like you're already on the bottom as it is, but minus the ass. And I've even had people on Facebook message men be saying stuff. Oh, you gotta. It's just, I don't know. Go ahead. I'm listening and eating my cherries.
Yeah. So she, man, I don't know. Maybe it's because I got to know her. Unlike the first one, she put me in the friend zone, whereas we dated.
Why she put you in the friend zone?
The first one, yeah, cause when I was in high school, cause she found me nerdy, So.
Okay. So the skinny dark skinned girl was she was more open to you.
Right. She never
because nobody likes her, huh?
Yeah,
That is so
that's
messed up. So it's kind of out of a desperate. This one guy, he keeps saying I'm desperate. He's so you know, the desperate dark skinned girl type thing, huh? Yeah.
But
Lord,
yeah,
what some of us dark skinned women go through. Go ahead, I'm listening.
she man, I could tell you stuff about her for days. Like she was 7, she was raped
Oh boy.
by of her father's friend or something like that. She went through some stuff, man. Like she thought I didn't care or feel anything about it, or I wouldn't even remember it right now. She would be like that. She would talk about I would be married to some Puerto Rican chick in the future.
Why did she say Puerto Rican?
Cause
That's
like
interesting.
before her, yeah, she would ask me like, you know, what I would find like attractive, or also like she would also talk from like a low self-esteem, thinking I would cheat on her with a Puerto Rican chick or something like that, which is not even in Jamaica.
You're talking about the slim dark skin woman.
Yeah.
So the slim dark skin woman
She had right. So
she
she
thought you was
would
gonna leave her for
she would like self-prophesize like what I would do in the future. Like,
did you
I'm gonna leave her for some? No, I've never I've never been with anyone outside of my race before, ever. And I never will.
How do you feel about non-dark skinned women? Non-dark
now, I don't know. Oh, like they're okay, I guess.
Have you dated them?
One time, but like here. No.
I mean, you could be honest.
Yeah, I am. Like before her, I dated this one girl. Like she was light skinned. She was like not that light. What you may consider to be light, you may say she probably like 10 or something like that. But in Jamaica, she's considered light or brown. Yeah, she's like, let me see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, she'd be like a little darker than Beyonce, like that.
That's
you know, I'm trying to right, so you can relate, you know. Yeah, she's about that complexion, like not as light but darker, like when she first came out, like when Beyonce, we first started seeing Beyonce like in Destiny's Child and shit. Darker than that, a little darker than that. But yeah, that was just, I never dated her because she was light skinned. Like I said, I never really looked at this stuff at that time. I never noticed it, but at the same time, what my, you know, like my dark skinned ex like kind of showed me was that I was kind of motivated to shit like that for real though. So she was telling the truth in some way. She exaggerated saying shit like I might leave her for an Indian or but I never left her for anyone, but she exaggerates because of that low self-esteem. But at the same time,
how old was she when she was telling you this?
She was like 18.
She was very conscious of that. That's very telling because
she
that young and
a lot of people at a young age.
But the other one that you were speaking about, the one that had the nice shape, did she ever say anything about her dark skin situation, or she never mentioned it?
She never mentioned it. She never made it known. You know, she never like spoke to me about that. At least she never brought it up with me or nothing like that. And I'm not thinking.
And I hate to generalize here, but just continue. Just based on my experience and the experiences of other dark skinned women, I'm starting to think that a lot of dark skinned women that don't have huge butts, they have issues. I mean, because I mean, here's the thing. I mean, you laughing, but I'm serious. I'm really starting to think that, you know, and it's crazy because people need to realize not every black woman, dark skinned black woman, has a big butt. They just don't. I'm one of those women. My butt is, I'm dark skinned. My butt is not big. I am tall and slim. I have a nice, to me, I think I have a nice shape. I'm not fat. My stomach is flat. My butt is firm. I'm athletic looking, but that's not enough. You know, if your butt ain't like, that's messed up. I'm trying not to cuss here, but that's just messed up.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's how society is, man. But
society. You said society, but that's what y'all black men like. y'all like, but then again, people
It's
also say that comes from Africa. That's an African characteristic.
Yeah, it
Black
is. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said,
but like,
black people.
I remember, like, I remember a time, like in Jamaica at least, we never really was. We were more into like boobs more than more than ass like that. It wasn't until like rap videos and stuff we started liking ass more. Yeah, because like that was so that like with the butt, because like with the butt, that's common to see. Like, well, it's common to see. So like, whereas breasts is not as common. So
okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Like,
yeah.
So the breast was like, man, yeah, gotta have some breasts at one point in time, but until like rap videos started getting really popular, like in like the late '90s, I would say. You know, right? That's when people start liking ass. You know, like, but like, yeah, but like, you know, the stuff she went through, man. I felt it for her, but still, I never really. She kind of unintentionally guided me to like see what I kind of see today, but still, I never really looked at it on a whole. I was still kind of like, I'm not trying to hear that kind of like thing. But I still, if it wasn't for her sharing her experience, I wouldn't really give it a thought, at least.
Have you talked to her?
I never gave it a thought.
Have you talked to her since then?
I still talk to her. We're still friends.
Oh, you do? How is she doing now as an adult?
Oh, she's cool now. Like she's a mother of two. As far as I know, I think she's pregnant. She loves dark-skinned men.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Like she.
So she was
like she inspired me
against for being dark-skinned, but she herself likes. Isn't that something? I'm the same way. Let me tell you. Like I said, my husband, my soon-to-be, this man is so black. He liked the color of my shirt, and I just was like in awe of him. I thought he was just drop dead gorgeous, dark skin, nice chiseled face, tall, slim, a track runner build. I just thought that like an African Zulu. I just was like, whoa, that to me is beauty, and it's hard to understand. It's interesting that you saying that this woman, that was your girlfriend back in the day, that she was picked on because she was dark skinned. Yet she still, that's loyalty. See, that's the type of thing. That's what I be saying. That's what people be like, why you we love our black men. We love y'all. Like, I don't understand why people can't understand. You know, and it's like, I don't know. I just think it's because it's a natural thing for us, despite what people say, despite how people used to look at me and my soon to be ex-husband. They would look at us crazy because they were like, what he doing with her? She too, black or whatever. Some people would think that we were brother and sister and all kind of dumb stuff. And it's like, not every black man dislikes dark-skinned women. And it's a natural thing to me. I just feel like it's a natural. Now, I'm not saying that I dislike light-skinned black men, because I have dated light-skinned black men. In fact, a lot of light-skinned black men have hit on me a lot. And the darker-skinned men have been the ones that gave me hell, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's still this love that we have for y'all. Like, that is so interesting to me. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to just interject there.
Yeah, because like, I was like, even after her, let me see. The ex after her was dark skinned as well, but she was younger and crazier. Yeah, all my exes was like younger than me. I don't know why I date younger women. I don't really date my age like that. And then after her, like, she was like light skinned, but like I said, I'm not looking at this stuff. I just did her because she was cool. She liked me, really. I don't make advances like that. Like, girls come to me. I'm really shy, so I just talk to whoever comes to me.
Right.
But who I like, I tense up. I don't really talk to them like. So yeah, that's my dating life in Jamaica, really. Like, but over time, like us, especially like with us talking, we remember at first we never agreed because like I used to ask questions like, why look at gender? It affects us all, like man and woman. But see, what like what you said made sense. Like, how a man doesn't define beauty in no society, whatever race, whatever society, whatever. The man does not define beauty. Unless he a faggot or something. But
A man doesn't define beauty. Wait a minute, I disagree.
But
it is the man. If the man is the one that goes and picks out the woman that he likes.
No, I don't mean like that. All right, not define. Wrong choice of words.
Listen,
not wrong choice of words. Wrong choice of words. Yeah, he does. He does define beauty.
You proved today by what you were saying about. Look. You proved today by what you were saying about the second dark skinned girlfriend you had, the one with the low self esteem, that for dark skinned women it's different. It's not the same as it is for men, because a man, they could just go get some money and it don't matter how they look.
Right. Like they
for a woman, you gotta be like you gotta be like beautiful, and as you just
in the eyes of the men. Right.
If your butt ain't big and you dark skinned, you won't really get it.
I was saying wrong choice of words. That's what I said. Wrong choice of words. Yeah, the man does define beauty, because like whatever, like the majority of men decide that like the ass or whatever. Yeah, but so like that, if that's what that's what's in, then that's what's in for you see what I'm saying? But
we got a question.
Okay, the woman. What I meant to say is the woman is the beauty of the woman. Then the man is not looked at as beautiful. That's what I was trying to say.
I agree.
Right. So why you're focused on women's self-esteem, preferably over like a man's self-esteem. At the time, I was trying to say like at the time I was looking at black men,
because I want the whole point is to get black men to see dark skinned women as beautiful. So I am focused on y'all.
Right. And if all like black women is focused on the man, and the man is not focused on this black woman, this dark skinned black woman, it's not gonna work. It's gonna that has to change. Like the man too has to like love features about the dark skinned woman.
Right. It's a reciprocal relationship. Absolutely. Right. That's the point.
And my ancestors said one hand washes the other, not in that word for word, but like.
I got a question. I got a question for someone. I want to get this question in. I got a question for you. The question is, do you think that being a Jamaican man, do you think that dark skinned couples can last? Like Jamaican dark skinned couples and when they come over to the United States, because that's the question I actually had on my mind. When like a Jamaican man comes over to the United States and starts to date an American black woman or a dark skinned woman, do you think those relationships can last, whether it be in Jamaica or in the United States? What do you think about that?
Well, okay, like my uncle and his wife, my uncle's Jamaican, his wife is American. But they're
dark skinned?
No, they're both light skinned. I don't know if that count, but they lasted for a long time. I don't know if that counts though.
What about dark skinned couples?
Right, that's what I'm thinking of. Who do I know? No, I don't know a lot of Jamaicans here. I don't really socialize like that. I don't know Jamaicans here. I know I'm back in Jamaica, so I'm trying to.
Okay, so what is it like in Jamaica between dark skin couples?
It was pretty good. Like my I could talk about my ex's, like her parents. They're pretty good together. They
Okay, well I got
like problems.
Wait, look, problems and stuff. For you. Explain this. Hold on, y'all. Because I want to show y'all something. And this, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. This is pissing me the fuck off. I told y'all I was trying to stop cussing. I'm gonna share my screen, but I want to know what you think about this. I got, and these two are from the same Jamaican family. I want to know what you think about this right here.
Yeah, the Marleys are. Listen, all right. The Marleys are a mixed race family.
But wait a minute, hold up.
It's not just that, because like I see Usain Bolt as well. He's not mixed race. And
look though,
he dated a white girl.
Look, let me go.
Yeah, for Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
Start off with Bob Marley. Bob Marley was with Rita Marley when they first started out. Okay, let me just say this, because this is something that has angered me for a long time. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all get mad about that, I know this is no disrespect to Bob Marley.
See, like,
no disrespect to him, but it pissed me off because he started out with a dark-skinned, beautiful woman, and then when they got rich and famous,
we got Lux. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So what you got to say about that?
Yeah, for one, he has like two things against him because he's mixed race, so he's really not looking at color. Whereas like somebody that's not mixed race, they look at color as well, but no, I mean they look at color definitely because they are thinking like, you know, the whiter you are, the more prosperous I'm gonna be. So they're going after stuff like that. Because I have family members that approach my family members thinking that they got money, and they think we got money just because of stuff like this. So that's how it's seen in Jamaica. Like it's come with money. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's one of the mentalities there too, and two, you know, like, you know, people have their self-hating tendencies, thinking that, you know, like, you know, if they're black, it's not good or whatever. And also I could add to that, like, you have Usain Bolt recently, John Paul. I'm friends with John Paul. He had a picture up with Usain Bolt, and it was old. I told him that it was old, but it's not. I wouldn't say at the same time he's not, because like the girl he's with now doesn't look like him. The girl he's with, she's light skinned. She's not white anymore, but she's dark skinned. She's light skinned. So, and she has surgery doing the butt thing. Her name is she's a TV host for a popular dance hall thing. You're paying attention to reggae. Pay attention to dance hall if you want to know the latest thing going on in Jamaica. But anyways,
why? Here's what I want you to.
And it's equally just like this. You're gonna see a lot of this.
Okay,
a lot of colorism. Crazy.
I want you to deal with this. Why? Sure. This is the burning question I have. Why was this dark-skinned woman, Rita Marley? Look at how happy they look like they is. Y'all see that picture? I know you see that.
Yeah. I answered it because like it's two things. He's a mulatto, and so him being a mulatto, he was raised thinking that, oh, the white side, and also, yeah, I have a family member that knows him and stuff like that. So like the Marleys are white people. They're rich white people. So he's thinking that white is right because they got wealth and shit like that.
But wait a minute, though. He spoke about black oppression in his songs and all this kind of stuff. He acted like he was so pro-black in all his songs. You know, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's a contradiction.
Because he's a Rastafarian, so it's a requirement. That's what they talk about. But you have other Rastafarians that follow in his footsteps with dating white women and shit.
Right, and plus Bob Marley's mother was a dark-skinned woman. She was a dark-skinned woman. So I don't.
She traced her ancestry to the Ashantis, like many Jamaicans do. They trace their ancestry to the Ashantis of Ghana. These people in Ghana are very black. If you've seen them, the Akan, Ashantis, whoever, they're dark skinned, like really dark skinned. That's how the average Jamaican looks as well. I talk about this like all the time.
And then years later, look though, you got Rohan Marley. He followed in his father's footsteps. Look at Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill is probably one of the most beautiful women on the planet. How do you jump Lauren Hill to this?
For some cave bitch.
Over here. What the? I mean, come on.
Right. Right there. See, the mentality in Jamaica is that, like I said again, that is seen for wealth. So this is why people bleach. They also
Lauren Hill was wealthy though. Lauren Hill was a superstar, famous a famous superstar.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't. I'm having a hard time processing. When I found out this, I was totally shocked.
all I can say is like this stuff has got to change if we want improvement in our race. It's stuff like this that's got to change. Like that's all I can say. I can't really
And they all
talk
seem
for
to have the
him, but
same pattern.
we gotta
Look,
we
there's
gotta
another
learn.
Marley. There's another Marley. You see that?
It's all of them. That whole family with the men. Yes, that whole family. Like they got.
But they supposed to be black conscious.
Right. Exactly.
They're supposed to be black conscious. This don't make no sense.
That's why I ain't even fuck with them like that. I don't fuck with like obviously pro-black people like that. I talk to anybody else black. I don't really. You have some people that's like, oh, my friend, I'm conscious, so my friends gotta be cunt. Now I don't do that anymore because I see a lot of hypocrisy, like you see, like in that. So I don't. I mean, I still have my conscious friends. They know who they are, but I remember a point when I used to look for just that. I don't do that anymore because I see all this fucking hypocrisy in it. Yeah, it's very hypocritical. Like, and you know, but and the rosters are worse because like it's mixed up with religion and. But yeah, all I can tell you is like Jamaica, like mainstream Jamaica. That's my focus right now is the public. Fuck a little elite group. I'm not concerned about an elite group of black people. The public. It's up to the elite, however, to enlighten the public, but I agree with that. But the focus should still be on the public. How can we save black people on a whole? Like that's
okay. That was the next question I was
and that is good. That would improve our race on a whole. See, like all these people claim to be followers of Marcus Garvey, and they ignore where Marcus Garvey said we have to be pure in race, and to do that we have to. It got to be dark-skinned man, dark-skinned woman.
Right.
These mixed people, they could do that if they love their race. They could do that and purify their offspring. Like I'm a product of that, and I love that. I'm proud of that. I love my family for that.
What's your family background?
Yeah. Yeah. On my mother's side, yeah, overheard. That's cool though. On my mother's side, you know, we got like some Indian, some German going around. You know, like my grandmother is mixed race; she's not black. But however, the society again, you know, everybody see themselves as black because like that's the majority. So like, you know, she married a black man, and that's my mom. My mom married a black man, and me. Voila, purify. You can do that and purify your race. That's what Marcus Garvey said. Indirectly, she followed the wisdom of Marcus Garvey. Indirectly, she don't care about that, but indirectly, she did that. That's what he was talking about. Not go to mixed race people because like oh he got like a black parent, so he black. No, he was against that. He was against that. He was for dark skin. No one amplifies this. No one magnifies this. That he was for dark skin.
Oh yeah, I definitely. That's why Marcus
dark skin.
Absolutely. And that you kind of led into because we get ready to wind down the question that I had for you, and this is the main thing. And I'm glad that we talking today, and I'm glad that you honestly and openly expressed the situation that goes on and how Jamaican men feel about dark-skinned women. I'm glad that you bringing that to the forum. I hope the people are listening and getting something out of it, because when we have discussions like this, I feel like it's getting us closer and closer to that reconnection and reconciliation that I so long for, that I want to see with my daughter's generation and the generation after that. So the question that I have for you is, given everything you talked about the dark-skinned girlfriends you had, and how the one dark-skinned girlfriend you had brought you into the consciousness of what dark-skinned women go through. What do you feel can be done to reconcile the relationship between black men and dark-skinned women? Because that is the main thing that I'm concerned about as the dark-skinned activist. I want to know how can black men and dark-skinned women come back together to where we don't have a situation where the dark-skinned woman that's skinny and dark skin is not seen as beautiful as, for example, a light-skinned black woman that's skinny too. you know, where we have a situation where it's equality. What can we do? What's some of the solutions here?
Like, it's gonna be I was going back to what I said, like, about like pure race.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to remember him quote for quote. I just reworded what he said. Let me.
You was
So
basically talking about Marcus Garvey believed that he was for dark skinned people and we should keep it pure.
Right.
That's what you're basically saying.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a website called marcusgarvey.com. For those who gloss over this, they claim to be pro-black and they gloss over this. Can you see my Can you see my screen?
I saw it. I see it now.
I see there it is. You see that highlighted at the bottom? I believe in a pure black race, just as how self-respecting whites believe in a pure white race. As far as that can be, I'm conscious of the fact that slavery brought upon us the curse of many colors, light skin within the Negro race, but that is no reason why we of ourselves should penetrate the evil. Hence, instead of encouraging a wholesale bastardy in the race, we feel that we should now set out to create a race type and standard of our own. So that's how we're gonna do it. We gotta stop following European standards of within our race. See what I'm saying? The straight nose shit, the light skin, whatever. We gotta stop looking at that as standards of beauty. And start and look at what we have. We know what we have, we just hate it. So we know our standards, not that we don't know it. We know it, but we hate it. We were taught to hate it. We were taught that the lighter, the better. All this stuff was coming from slavery, like
right.
The lighter, the better. Hence why in Jamaica there's a lot of people that bleach their skin in Jamaica. They're taught that this is ugly to be born purely black, of pure black race.
Right.
So the solution, see, we have to like go towards business. We have to do what, just like how the white man could like set up media and lobby in politics. We have to control our finance and set up a media that is, you see what I'm saying, within this elite of black people that is conscious. They, not the public, but them, they have to know that, you know, we have to look at colors and we have to look at a pure-blooded thing for black people and stop not cowering, but stop chickening out for like when it comes to this issue, and stop talking about, oh, but there's light-skinned people in Africa, there's the sand, koi sand. No, stop that. I think that's an ancient mixed race. They're old, but they're old mixed race people. Stop pointing to like, oh, but the minorities. Stop pointing to minorities trying to justify something. A minority group in Africa, just because they light skin. Oh, but what about them? They're light skinned too. But what about the majority? Why are you looking over the majority?
Right.
That's dark skin.
And that's the thing.
We gotta look at this and face this.
And the majority, they're dark skinned. That should be. Right. That's my argument. That's my whole argument. It's not even about hating nobody else.
Exactly. It's just telling the truth. I can't. To say that you hate somebody would say I hate my grandmother. I love my grandmother to death.
Exactly.
I'm just pointing out a truth that I grew up seeing.
Right.
I grew up seeing the shit like you know, like in my grandparents' day. They would tell me like if the person is light skinned, they sit in the front while the purely black person sit in the back of the class. That's like colonial Jamaica. It's not really practiced like that anymore.
Jamaica, that's how it was.
Yeah, it was
that's the equivalent of the civil rights movement or the time before, where you got the white people sitting in the front and the black. Wow. So they doing this based on color. So the light skinned black people up front and the dark skinned in the back. Wow.
In a sense, that was back in the day, but in a sense, and that's kind of like gone now, but in a sense it's still there.
What do you
It's
mean?
not totally gone. It's gone. It's like, okay, like lighter skinned people. The reason why they're perceived as rich and all that is because they get better jobs than a black person. Like
That's
still to
going on
this
right now
day,
today in Jamaica.
yeah, still to this day, like if you're like our complexion or darker, you get like a bad job. You don't your job is not, so you can't fend for you can't feed your family. So thus you make up the majority of the poor on the island. So that's why it's seen that's why it's seen as a better thing if you're light skinned. That's why it's seen like that, because it's an honest opinion that it is better if you might as well if you're like that, because like you get better better privileges that way, because like especially in a society like that, of course they see you as a celebrity or some shit.
Wow. And something that we didn't really touch on that I want to kind of cover before we go. Okay, why is it that so many Jamaican men, I see a lot of Jamaican men, they come over to this country and they use black women, regular black women. I'm not saying all of them, but I've seen a lot of cases where they come over here to use black women because they think that we're to be used, and a lot of them are color struck. Why is that? When they come over from Jamaica to the United States, what's the deal? What's going on with that?
See, like we weren't like, see, like here again, we don't look at race. Unlike like here you can't help but notice it because white people are the majority here. So versus Jamaica, where black people is the majority, you're not going to notice race because everybody is black and they don't want to look at race.
Skin tone, though, you notice the lightness.
Right.
So in a sense, it's the same tenets here. I mean, I have a friend of mine. His parents. I have a friend of mine whose parents are both Jamaican. I know several people like this. He told me his mama Jamaican, daddy Jamaican, mother's dark skin. Yet this person grew up and said he don't want nothing to do with black women. He only dates Asian women. And right now today, I ain't gonna get too much into it. But this same person that he felt so about, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I see, and then I know of another case where this particular couple I know, their child went off, and you see a black dark-skinned Jamaican couple. They came from Jamaica. Their offspring that come over here and grow up in America, they don't marry black dark skin. They go and get something the extreme opposite. And that's like, I have a problem with that. Like I've even seen some really great Jamaican men who are not married to black women. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like when they come here, especially because like it's like I said, it's rooted from slavery. So
and then when they do get rid of, let me cut in here. I'm sorry, I gotta say that, I gotta get this out because I know we're about to shut down. So when these Jamaicans come from Jamaica, when they do get with a black woman, it's like I've seen a lot of cases where they just want to use you. They just want to walk all over you. They don't want to treat you good. Like they don't want to take care of you. They don't feel that you're worthy of being taken care of and being treated good. They feel like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's so fucked up.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So I mean, what do you think about that? Why is it? Why?
See, like I said, we were
Jamaican men coming to the United States feeling like when they deal with a black woman, a regular American black woman, that they gotta walk all over her, as opposed to marrying a non-black woman, a non-dark-skinned woman, and treating those women like gold.
Yeah. See, right. Like I said, it's the media. It's how the media portrays like the African American woman. Like we're in Jamaica. Like I said, remember I told you, like in the late '90s, like we didn't really look at ass like that. We looked at tits. But thanks to these music videos, all we see is booty. So that's how the typical Jamaican man is going to see a woman, period. I wouldn't say an African American woman specifically, But
But
a
they're
black
treating
woman, they're just gonna see like
non-black women
that's
better.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about black women. They're gonna see black women, whether Jamaican, American, whatever. As long as she black, they just see booty because of the songs, the songs that we allowed to become trendy. The dance hall songs as well does this because it's so they just see them as like a stepping stone for sex or a stepping stone to be in America, absorb the American dream, to lack of a better word. I don't know, like so that's they the media and stuff like this brainwashes our people. Like it's a continuation from slavery. I'm not saying it's like a white person that is still there saying, "Hey, black is ugly, black is," but it's a continuation. It's like something that got passed down from slavery, and they put until society just preaches this, like you know, black is ugly, dark skin is ugly, like pure blooded African is ugly, and non-African features is better looking because it's not African, and it goes on and on throughout the generations. And most people believe this to be a fact because it's a repetition. Once you repeat it over and over, you start to believe that it's a fact. So you hate where you're coming from. You want to talk about it. You see and the media continues. The media maintains this. It's not something that just ended like, oh, slavery's done. And it's maintained from foreign media because we don't even have our own media in Jamaica.
Oh,
we
really?
have foreign media. Yes, we have foreign media.
What's the foreign media that you have? Is it
like
American?
CNN, right, it's American. It's American. It used to be British, but now it's American.
Mm-hmm.
So movies and stuff like that, we're getting this from America, and we absorb stuff like this, and we believe it to be fact. So like when you see a black woman, booty. When you see a white woman, you're happy. She's not as she's calmer. She treats you like a woman. All right, if you see a mixed race girl, it's the same thing because you're technically black, but like at the same time, you're happier than with a purely black girl because like a purely black girl is a no, and when she's mixed or when she's white or like a stepping stone, whatever you want to do, as long as she's not black, breed with that because it's better off, because like I think like if she's like, yeah, this is how I would say it. Like if she is like mixed race or whatever, date that because she's better looking. And if she's white, if you want to be happy, go to white. That's how the media like pushes out that information to us. It trickled down to us. Also trends that are here because America set the trends. Black America sets the trends for us specifically. Not that much. We don't follow it as much. We still follow our own thing. But now recently it's starting to become more and more Americanized. And what we pay attention to is Black America more so for America than white America. But like, and that kind of media that's not owned by Black Americans is telling us, like white is right. If you're brown, stick around. It's telling us that through subconsciously it's telling us that through
right
movie or whatever. So my solution to that is just simply to counteract that. Do that, but flip it upside down. Like it's a pyramid hierarchy with the white at top, lighter skin at top, or in the middle or whatever.
Right.
And the purer you are in blood, the bottom you are. My solution is to, once you get that money, stop marrying in a mixed race or whatever, and put your money in the dark skinned woman. If you're a man, put your money in that black dark skinned woman. If we all do this as men, this is what's going to happen to that social hierarchy, and we win when it does this. That pyramid scheme, yeah. So we gotta, yeah. We have to come together in this as well, not just like not just for Pan Africa, whatever. Not just for that, but we gotta see how it is societally. And that's how it is societally. No matter if you're in a conscious group or whatever, you see this, like the lighter you are, the better you are. No matter how conscious you get, people still see it like that. And we got to change it. We got to change it within the conscious community first. I think first, because the conscious community is the intellectual community for Black people. And they push out information that regards our race. So they got to change that thinking that I'm gonna get me a light skinned girl, or oh she just as Black or whatever. We gotta look into like genetics and how when you take a DNA test and see, you know, like get used to like phenotypes and genotypes. Like phenotypes go with the genotype, but not 100%, but it goes with it nonetheless. This is why when somebody is like 100% Black, they look 100% Black, unmistakable. But if they're like 70% Black and lower, you start to see features that is not African. And we got to go by that. I think as a society, we got to go by the genotype, and what we can see at the same time, which obviously what you can see is dark skin. You can see that along with facial features and stuff like that. See, because like for example, I have dark skin, but I know if I take a test, I'm gonna be like maybe 80% at best, 80% African at best, because like my features. Versus, you know, like somebody like you or the Jamaican average is going to be like 90 to 100% African. So we got to look at that. We got to look at those people that we commonly tease for these features, and stop and look at the beauty for them and set them as the top of the standards. We got to put them on the pedestal.
I totally agree. That's what has to happen. I mean,
used to laugh at. We crack jokes at talking about burnt crispy. In America they say that, but
burnt black crispy biscuit, that's the name of my new show coming out. Rashida Raw, go ahead though. Right.
But yeah, that those features, we gotta look into those features and find like the best of those features, you see what I'm saying, and put that at the top. It's supposed to be.
That's what, like you read the caption about Marcus Garvey, what he was saying. That's what white people do. It's nothing wrong with that. They promote their classical culture with the blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman that's at the top of the beauty hierarchy. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that is their classical heritage. That's what they're representing. But with Black people, it's the reverse. You understand? We, instead of us putting dark skin, kinky hair at the top, you know, to say that this is where we came from, and as such, this has to be respected, and this is the standard. We're not saying that the other shades and hair textures of Black people are not beautiful, but we're saying we're recognizing what the standard is, where it all originated. Black people have failed to do our due diligence in that. We totally failed, and in the process, we've destroyed a lot of dark-skinned lives. You know what I'm saying? We've created low self-esteem among our dark-skinned sisters. We've created a situation where Black men and dark-skinned women are running away from each other instead of coming together, where it seems like it's not a natural thing for the Black man and the dark-skinned woman to be together. This behavior is insane. It's completely insane. And what I want to say to you is thank you very much, because what you just broke down just in those last couple of minutes where you were talking, that answered my question. For me, that's like a solution. You gave a solid solution on what we as Black people need to do. To the whole goal again is to reconcile the relationship between the Black man and the dark-skinned Black woman. So I want to thank you so much for us being able to have this time and talk about this. I really enjoyed listening to you and your stories and your honesty and all this, and I hope everybody that's listening also enjoyed. And if you could also tell them, because again, for those of you that are tuning in, our brother is an entrepreneur. He has an online store, that sells beautiful African dashikis. You guys need to support it. I supported it. I got my dashiki right here. It's this beautiful pink dashiki. You can get it, and
you should wear it next time.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The reason why I ain't put it on is because I like, y'all know, I ain't gonna lie, I like to show my womanly beauty. And a lot of people seem to have problems with that. So the little cut was all the way down here. And so I said, you know what? I ain't gonna put it on because then people gonna be saying, oh, why she got it? Because the cut is like, y'all see this cut right here, but the cut is like way down there. So I said, I ain't gonna put it on. But as you can see, it is beautiful. So like ladies, you can wear it with some tights. And because that's what I'm wear mine with, some black tights or some shorts or whatever. And just real quick, I just want to.
And I want to go back to getting more. Oh yeah, for the site and the products, I will be getting more sizes in due time, and more products too. So like, I have to see. Right now, I'm kind of like low on funds, but yeah, as soon as I sort that out, I'll get more.
I think you're doing a wonderful job. I do. I think you're doing a wonderful job, and the products came on time. And I like that, and it's absolutely beautiful. The fabric is great quality, and we need to support each other. I'm all for supporting Black businesses. This is the website, guys. Y'all can go.
I also have pendants available. If you click on pendants.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just so focused on the shirts. You know. I love the shirts.
I should be getting more products though. It's only that just those 2 items that I have. Like I should be getting dresses, should be getting hats, African style hats, and pants to go with the shirts. And other things. Like if you want other things, you could ask me for it. If I get more, like if more people ask for that one product, I will have it available. I'll have it made. I will have it shipped. Whatever means, I will have it. But you have to demand it if you want it. That's how I'm gonna do it. If you want, say you want shoes or something, you got a lot of people have to ask for shoes. That's how I will. That's how I will put it up. That's how I will get more products like that.
Right. And is there any other information that you want to? I'm about to stop the screen sharing. Is there any other information that you want to give to the people before we close down? Any information about anything at all?
That's about it. That's about it. Yeah. We could talk another time.
I definitely enjoyed talking to you. I definitely enjoyed getting this insight into whether or not Jamaican men like dark skin. And my conclusion is obviously that you do. There's some self-hatred issues, of course, that has been going on, but that's my conclusion, and I'm glad because more importantly we talked about solutions to the problem. How can we solve this and make things better for the next generation? And it's just awesome. So I just want to thank you so much. I appreciate it. This has been fun.
Medasi. That means thank you in Chief. Medasi.
Say that again.
Medasi. That means I thank you in Chief.
Okay, and they can find you on Facebook as well. Could you tell them your Facebook information?
Okay, just search for. I thought you had my name up. All right, Nana Kwabena Asare Bediako. Just search for that if you could spell that.
Okay, I actually have a description box. It's gonna be in the description box, but I just wanted you to, if you wanted to let people know where they can send you a friend request and find you on Facebook and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm mostly on Facebook, so yeah, you can meet me on Facebook. We could talk sometime, about if you have any questions about Jamaica or Jamaican history, like the African side of which is mostly Jamaican history. Yeah, our pop culture. Yeah, you could feel free to add me and we could talk about that.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be doing another Google Hangout next week, so I want y'all to tune in for that. That information is on Facebook. Y'all know the website where y'all could go and find Nana Kwabena's stuff, his clothing. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. You're looking at me smiling, so I know I probably got it wrong. I'm sorry. Y'all, just if y'all see a dark-skinned woman walking down the street, tell her in a beautiful, respectful way that she's beautiful. Let's change our consciousness. That's what I'm so concerned with. We can do this. It's definitely doable. And I thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune into these live Google Hangouts. I love doing them. I wish I could do them all the time. I wish I could do it every day. If I could, I'd do it every day.
Oh,
but
my last words is like, you know, guys.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my last words is like, guys, like black men, brothers. It's up to us. Like, see, like our ancestors like had us that believing that it's up to us as warriors, like to defend our women.
That's right.
You know, they shouldn't be the one that's fighting. They're the ones that's fighting the battles right now. They should not be the ones that's fighting the battle right now.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
We have to put, especially the archetype or the dark skinned black woman is that archetype, the origin of where our entire race is from. So we have to put her on that pedestal of beauty, guys. This is for guys. This is our mission as warriors. This is how we're gonna fight this. How we're gonna fight white supremacy right here. Okay, don't just like, you know, don't praise like, you know, like some chick because she like mixed or from another race or whatever. That's how you're gonna lose. Like if you're thinking selfishly like that, I'm not about the race or, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose. So.
Right. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If y'all want to watch a recap or replay of this, it's gonna be up on YouTube. Y'all can go to my website, thedarkskinactivist.com, RashidaStrober.com. I wrote the first motivational book in the world for dark skinned women. It's called How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet. I want y'all to look out for Rashida Raw Burnt Black Crispy Biscuit. That's coming up. Hopefully it's going to come up in July. And also Darkism, 25 ways that dark-skinned people are discriminated against. And once again, thank you so much, my brother. I just love this. All right. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.